Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ezinne Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay guys, so I just finished watching the 12th episode of The Real Housewives of Lagos, of course, the season 3. And I'm going to start where the hottest part is, which is the fight between Mariam and Diadem, that is Adiola. Now, this is a fight I would call a very unnecessary fight, right? Because it's almost like an extension of the fight between Dabota and Caroline. This is what I would call a besties fight, because both of them were fighting for the interest of their friends. Yeah, so basically this is what had played out. Diadem was hosting a pajamas versus blink party, where the ladies had to come dressed in their best pajamas, sexy attires, right? So she invited all the ladies except Caroline, but she did not make it known to all the ladies that she did not actually invite Caroline. Rather, she put out, put Caroline's name on the table, put Caroline's gift pack, put her name on the gift pack, making anybody that walked in there to see Caroline's pictures and name. I mean, you would think that Caroline was invited. Now, the first person to arrive at this event was Sophia. Now, Sophia came in, looked at the ambience, and she was very impressed because the place was looking like a Barbie castle, right? So at some point, she was like, oh, Mariam is not here, Dabota is not here. What about Caroline, right? And Diadem shut her down, and Diadem was like, let's not go there, let's not talk about it. And that was how Sophia shut up. Then, of course, Dabota came. Dabota did not really talk about Caroline because, of course, why would she? They are not friends. Then Laura came, and this time around, I think it was time for them to do their paints. So as they were talking, Laura was now like, what about Caroline? Are you guys good? Because she told me that you guys, had or she would reach out to you. Mind you, before that Diadem's event, Laura and Caroline had a conversation at Laura's beauty store. And they talked about the whole situation with Diola, that is Diadem. And Laura had encouraged Caroline to have a conversation one-on-one without the whole Dabota debacle with Diadem. Now, Caroline had called Diadem, I think twice, and she didn't pick the call. She was with her phone, she saw it, and she felt like, why would I even want to have a conversation with this person? It's giving bad energy. Her energy is going to be draining me. I don't want to have this conversation. So she basically did not pick that call. She let it ring out, and then she did a text. Now, Caroline saw the text. We do not know what the content of that text. So she read the text, and from what we saw, it was a lenses test. Now, back to Diadem's party. So Laura is asking, because Laura knows that she had a conversation with Caroline, and Caroline had said, I'll reach out to Diadem. Now, Laura was like, did she reach out to you? Because she told me she reached out to you. And Diadem was like, yeah, she reached out to me. And Laura was like, oh, wow, how did that go? And Diadem was like, oh, it was good. We're good. Now, Laura, as the whole event was going on, decided to text Caroline like, what's going on? You and Diadem are cool. Why are you not here? Because, you've been invited. Now, Laura didn't know what exactly had gone on with Diadem and Caroline. Now, Laura did a text, of course, to Caroline. Caroline responded, the way Caroline responded, Laura was like, what's going on? Now, fast forward, that Dabota left, Mariam came. Now, mind you, Mariam was not feeling fine. That's why she came late. And when she came, after the hello, hi, baby, and all those stuff that they used to do, my queen. So she looked at and she was like, okay, Laura is here, Sophia is here, Dabota was just leaving. Where is Caroline? Did you invite her? And she was like, yeah, that kind of, she never really came out, say, I didn't invite her because I didn't like her energy. Nobody would have beaten, Diadem for saying that. But she was a bit coy and all of that. And Mariam was like, why would you invite her and she's not here? And coming from Mariam's angle, Mariam never knew that there was something already brewing between Diadem and Caroline. She never knew about a call that was not answered. She never knew about a text message. All Mariam knows is that the last time they were in Ghana, she saw Caroline coming out of Dabota's room, and Dabota complimenting Caroline, and they were all chummy. So she thought everything was all good and fine. Now, Mariam now said, no, now that's not right. I'm gonna call her. So Diadem was not really cool with Mariam calling her, but Mariam still called her nonetheless. Now, Mariam called Caroline, put the call on speaker after the whole hello baby, and all that. And Mariam was like, babe, where are you? And Caroline was like, what do you mean, where am I? And Mariam was like, babe, you're supposed to be here at Diadem's event. And Caroline was like, huh? And Mariam was like, how can they invite you and you're not here? And Caroline was like, what's my business with that one? At this point, Diadem was already agitated and she was like, no, I don't want this. I'm not all for this. Don't put the call on speaker. Why are you calling her at my event? Why are you doing this? And then Diadem was so mad, she got up and she left her own event. Now, Mary was like, what the hell is going on? Is this real? Is this real? Then she was like, Caroline, what exactly is going on? I thought both of you are cool. And Caroline is like, no. This babe was very rude to me because, okay, yeah, she was actually saying it when Diadem was there. She was saying that Diadem was rude to her. Diadem was like, how was I rude to her? What's that? And it was so chaotic. It was so chaotic. Now, through the phone call, we got to know that Caroline felt insulted by the way Diadem behaved. You know, the way Diadem called her Caro. You know, what is it with these women and wanting so much respect? I don't get it. Anyways, she was like, oh, Diadem feels like because she's not auntie, she's older than all of us now, she now called me. What was Diadem supposed to call Caroline? Mommy? Grandma? Yeah, waiting. I be yellow because I do not understand. Anyways, that's that. Then Laura and Sophia, who were basically acting like spectators in that whole event, in this life, be a Laura and Sophia, take yourself out of Wahala. Even if you have a personal interest, don't make it known because you do not want to be at the cross line or be the crossfire, whatever it is. Anyways, so that was how Laura and Sophia were now saying, I wanted to talk about Caroline, though. She shushed me. Laura said the same thing, and I talked about the text message that she sent and the reply that Caroline has sent. And she was like, that's what exactly is going on. Then Diadem came in with all fury and agitation and started calling, you know, talking about how Mariam was not supposed to have that conversation, how she was not supposed to ruin her event. Of course, the event was ruined, you know, saying a lot of things. And then she said that Mariam is a gossip. She's always gossiping, that why does she want to bring up Caroline here when Caroline is not there? And Mariam was like, don't you talk with your friend? Like, if Dabota wasn't here, would you not pick up your phone to call Dabota to know why she was invited and she wasn't here? And there was a lot of back and forth. Then at some point, you know, I think it was Mariam that left, and Diadem was almost in tears. Then she said that they were bullying her. They always bully her, both Caroline and Mariam, they are bullies. And then Mariam came inside and was like, how did I bully you? Who is a bully? Why are you calling me a bully? And almost it escalated from there. It almost got physical because Mariam had said, if you come near me, I'm gonna slap you. Yeah, that was how that pajamas party went. Not on a good note. Now, this is my take on what had happened. Number one, I wish and I pray that Diadem will be very, very vocal about her likes and dislikes. I do not care if she's buying Dabota's fight, which I still feel she is, but at the same time, speak your mind. Nobody's gonna slap you. You're not the baby there. You are a woman just like every of them are. Right? If she has said, I didn't invite Caroline and I don't want her, you know, to be at my party, nobody's gonna beat her. Is that too much? Like, it's my party. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. It's my party. I don't want her there. Simple and short. What's all this shush? Like shushing grown-up women. Number two, Mariam knows how to ask for drama. Right? But at the same time, I will still not blame her because she wasn't privy to the things that had occurred before then. She didn't know. Now, she wouldn't have put that phone on speaker. But at the same time, I understand why she put it on speaker, so that it will not be like a say of them, say them, say. At the same time, I feel like when the conversation was going south, she would have just ended this and not, you know, engage in this whole shouting thing. Because at the end of the day, I understand where Diadem is coming from, but I also fault her in some things. But it's her party. She wants what she wants. But at the end of the day, I like to say this. These women thrive in miscommunication. It's just crazy. Like, something as simple as opening your mouth and saying things when you ought to say it is the thing that's causing a lot of this wahala. It just doesn't make any sense. You see that fight between Mariam and Diadem. totally unnecessary. Like I said in the beginning, it's an extension of the fight between Caroline and Dabota. Both of them were fighting for their friends. Simple and short. And I hope that Diadem will keep up this energy, baby. Because I saw the next episode and she's wearing that raccoon t-shirt. Remember in season 2, when Faith had called Mariam a raccoon? Now, this is another thing that pisses me off. You were not in the second season. Why are you bringing something that happened in a season where you were not part of to a new season? Making you look like a fan and not actually a Real Housewife cast. It doesn't make sense. But I hope she keeps up this energy, because ain't no way you are wearing that t-shirt and next thing you are saying they are bullying you. That's what I think. Again, I just want to say a big shout out to these ladies. This episode was just that episode that they used to market themselves, their business, what they do, aside from the drama. I mean, we saw Caroline in her diffuser shop where she was doing her interior decoration and she's about to launch her diffuser brand. We saw Mariam with her Lure skincare, and we saw how she's putting in the work about to launch it. We saw Diadem, launching her skincare brand, the moisturizer, the toner, and the sunscreen, and she is with those influencers. We saw Laura's beauty shop. Yes, and oh my goodness, congratulations to Laura. She was the official beauty partner for Miss Nigeria. That is huge. We saw Dabota also and her brand. We saw Dabota taking care of herself. We of course have seen Sophia the past episode with her fashion brand, and also we saw her giving back to the society. If there's anything I love about the Real Housewife, is the way they make us see the other side of these ladies. Aside from the drama, we see that these are hardworking women who are making a way for themselves in this very, very harsh economic climate. I applaud them for it. The ladies were looking so good, even though I still have a problem with Laura's dress in her confessionals. I don't understand it. Was that supposed to be a kimono, a nightgown, or a jalabia? I don't know. And maybe it's a camera. Yeah, maybe it's a camera, because that makeup was looking cakey and ashy. But I mean, that's what I think. I also want to touch on this Dabota and Caroline fight. It's tiring at this point. It's really the only thing that has been, driving their story this season. And the fact that there was, conversations that Caroline had in the past with Ehi, even though I feel like people's feelings can change, because all we were seeing, the receipts we were seeing, were the ones that Dabota was showing Mariam were from 2022. So we don't know what probably would have happened or might have happened in 2023. So whatever it is, I feel like some of these their fights at the end of the day can be very, very baseless, and it's just them not communicating. You come to somebody's house, you don't like the person you see there. Why are you pretending and saying being chummy? You don't eat the food, ain't nobody gonna put a knife to your throat. You enter boat, you call the person, I am not entering your boat, it's this person's boat. Simple. You come, you don't like the room, okay, sorry, you don't like the room, I'll do better next. Simple. I don't want this person in my event. Okay, you don't want this person in your event. I understand. These women love drama, but I mean, that's why we love them. Let me know your thoughts on this episode of The Real Housewives of Lagos in the comments. Between Diadem and Mariam, who do you actually think is wrong? And let me know why. On that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, what exactly are you waiting for? Kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Ezinne Williams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead. Bye.